I'm going to share something with you today that might just challenge everything you think you know about marketing your business. Seriously, we're talking about a massive shift in how you get noticed and how you actually grow. It's a change so big, it's creating one of the single biggest opportunities we've seen in, well, over a decade. Okay, let's dive right in.
For the last, 15 years, the entire game has been about one thing: getting more followers. It was this endless race, right? A digital land grab to build the biggest audience. And we all played that game. But that era, it's over. Done. The algorithms, the very things that run our digital world, they've changed the rules. They don't really care about the audience you spent years building. They care about the value you can deliver in the next 30 seconds. Just think about that for a second. All that energy chasing follower counts, it's now being pointed towards something way more powerful and honestly, way more fair. All right, so if followers are out, what's in? If that's not the currency anymore, what actually moves the needle? What drives real growth and gets customers walking through your digital door right now? That is exactly what we are going to break down. And here's a hint. It has nothing to do with who you know. It has everything to do with what you can create.
To really grab hold of this opportunity, you have to get this one thing crystal clear. The entire social media landscape has been flipped on its head. The old gatekeepers, they're gone. It's not about your reputation. It's not about your existing network. The game is now won or lost on the merit of your content from one post to the next.
I mean, just look at the energy difference here. The old playbook was so passive, kind of defensive, right? You'd spend years building up a reputation, going to networking events, and just hoping word of mouth would kick in. The new playbook, it's pure offense. It is about actively, intentionally earning people's attention every single day with content that's actually valuable and authentic. This is a game of skill now, not status. It's about what you create, not just who you know. And this means a single video from an account with 100 followers can get more views than one from an account with millions. This is incredible news because it levels the playing field. Anyone can win. The small business owner, the freelancer, you now have the exact same potential reach as the biggest brands in the world. You don't need a huge audience to get a huge number of views, and more importantly, a steady flow of new customers who are drawn to exactly what you know.
Okay, so how do you actually win in this new world? Well, this isn't about getting lucky or catching some viral magic trick. There is a real science to capturing attention, and once you understand the basic psychology, you can use it over and over again. So let's break down the actual science of why we stop mindlessly scrolling. You see, the key to making someone watch your video is to open what's called a curiosity loop in their brain. You're basically creating a little gap between what they think they know and a new reality you're about to show them. See, the human brain is a prediction machine, and it absolutely hates an open question. It craves an answer. And the only way the viewer can close that loop is to keep watching your video. And get this process triggers a literal chemical reaction in our brains. When you present a really strong, unexpected contrast, the brain releases dopamine. That's the reward chemical. It's the same thing we get when we eat amazing food or hit a goal. It feels good to get the answer, to close that curiosity gap. This makes watching your video feel satisfying and, yeah, even a little bit addictive. You are literally rewarding people for paying attention to you. So every single piece of content that just blows up online has these three things in common. One, it gives clear value. It's either super useful and teaches you something, or it's just really entertaining. Two, it presents a sharp contrast that shatters what you expect. And three, it feels deeply relevant to the specific person watching it. It talks right to their problems or their goals. If you can nail these three, you've got a winning formula. Okay, theory is great, but let's get tactical. You've got about 3 seconds to open that curiosity loop and earn someone's attention. So let's dive into a super simple 3-step formula for writing a hook that stops the scroll dead in its tracks. This is your playbook. This formula creates this really powerful rhythm. It's like a 1-2-3 punch. First, you set the stage with the context lean. This tells the viewer, hey, this is for you. Then you hit them with the interjection. That's like the stun gun that stops their thumb from moving. And finally, you deliver the twists with the contrarian snapback. That's what rips open the curiosity loop and makes them need to know what comes next. Let's just break this example down real quick. The context lean, this is the future of coffee. It looks complicated. Right away, you're connecting with anyone who's ever seen a fancy new gadget and thought, ugh, that looks like a pain. The scroll stop interjection is that simple little word, but. And then the contrarian snapback, it's shockingly easy to clean. Bam. The curiosity loop is wide open. How can something that looks so complex be so simple to deal with? I gotta see this. So a great hook gets them in the door, but it's great storytelling that makes them want to stay. The hook is the promise that you have something valuable to share. The story is how you deliver on that promise. So once you've stopped the scroll, how do you hold on to that attention? And by the way, if you're finding this useful so far, a quick like or a share would mean the world. It really helps get this playbook into more hands.
Okay, this right here might be one of the most powerful storytelling shifts you can ever make. Chaining your ideas together with "and then" just creates a boring list. It's a report. We launched a product, and then we ran ads, and then we got some sales. Snooze. But when you use "but" and "therefore," you create tension. You create cause and effect. It turns a list into a story. We launched a new product, but nobody was buying it. Therefore, we had to interview our customers to figure out why. See the difference? One is a report, the other is a journey.
And it's not just about the structure, right? It's these other elements that really take your storytelling to the next level. Having a good rhythm, mixing short, punchy sentences with longer ones, keeps the brain engaged. A conversational tone, that builds trust. It feels like you're just talking to a friend. Your unique story lens, that's what makes you memorable. It's your personality, your specific take on things. And knowing your destination, your final line before you even start, that ensures your whole story feels tight, purposeful, and packs a real punch at the end. Now, I know the biggest objection to all of this. I can hear it now. This sounds great, but I just don't have the time to become a full-time content creator. And you know what? That is a totally valid concern. Or it used to be. That excuse, the single biggest thing holding most businesses back, is about to become totally obsolete.
Let's be perfectly clear. AI is not just another trend. This is not a new social media app that's going to fade away. This is a fundamental platform shift on the same scale as the creation of the internet. It is going to be the single biggest opportunity for those who lean into it and the single biggest threat to those who choose to ignore it. This slide shows the new division of labor perfectly. It's all about focusing on what we, as humans, do best. Let your AI copilot handle all the repetitive, time-sucking stuff like brainstorming 50 video ideas or summarizing dense research. That frees you up to pour all your energy into the high-value, irreplaceable work, building real relationships, developing brilliant client strategy, and establishing genuine human trust. This really means your value as a business owner is shifting. It's no longer about simply executing tasks that can be automated. It is about the trust you build and the strategic relationships you grow. AI is the tool that unlocks your time and your ability to focus entirely on that. It handles the what, so you can master the why and the who. So we're at a crossroads, and history shows us without a single doubt that moments exactly like this one are what define the next generation of winners and losers in business. The choice to adapt or not is completely up to us.
I mean, history shows a clear pattern here. Every major technological shift, TV, the internet, social media, it created massive opportunity for the people who adapted quickly, and it felt like an existential threat to those who didn't. AI is no different. It is simply our generation's turn to step up to the plate. Look, at the end of the day, this isn't about being a tech genius or having some special gift. It's about making a conscious choice to put in the work. And it's not as much as you think. The sources we've looked at suggest that just 1 hour a day is all it takes to get ahead of 99% of your competition. It's a choice to be curious, to learn, and to actually apply that learning day in and day out. So, my challenge to you is this. What is the one insight, the one piece of advice you have that could change someone's perspective today? Share it. That is how this new game is won. And hey, if this explainer helped you, please share it with another business owner who's ready to play. Because the real question isn't whether you have time to create, it's whether you can afford not to.